All right. Well, people should be able to see and hear us now. We're back tonight, New Year's Eve for some of us, New Year's Day for others, and back with some BX Dungeons and Dragons tonight. Back to Castle Amber. We did our holiday one shot last week, which, well, nobody died. And somewhere in the company's future, Fig Jam still lives as do so many other characters. Yeah, yes indeed. So tonight, Dion, who are you playing?
Well, tonight I'm playing a C, the level 7 human thief.
Indeed, Jameis.
I'm playing Jalen Rayhorn, the Fury Elf Priest, level 6, and at 20,000 XP, I'll still be level 6.
Richard.
Hello there, I am Richard and I am playing Fig Jam, the level 7 magic user.
Nice. And Bill.
I'm Bill. I am playing Radnor the Large, the 7th level magic user, and I'm very large.
Yes, you are. You are still large in the future.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, back in this reality, back in Averone in Castle Amber, you have arrived. You have arrived at the town Viones in the middle of a speech being given to the population.
What?
No, we haven't.
Have you not?
Did we
never
leap?
mind. Oh,
We were in the
I know there's simple shenanigans,
we
but
were in the
oh,
time
that's
traveling
right. The
town.
time traveling part. Never mind. You haven't gotten past that little bit yet.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I know our memories are bad.
I
Right.
know time's
So-
a little wibbly wobbly at the moment.
Right. So this is where everyone except for Fig Jam discovered that there's something going on at the blacksmiths, right?
No,
And Fig Jam. Is in
Fig
the-
Jam is in the future
Yes,
past it must be,
yes.
and went to the blacksmiths and said, "Hey, everybody come to the blacksmiths by casting permanent light on it."
Yes.
So
Right,
everybody
yeah,
was
that's what I was
drawn
saying.
to the blacksmiths.
And so the rest of
Cast
the
a spell,
party,
yes.
it was able to figure this out because as night fell, they were able to see that the blacksmith's place is glowing in a permanent light spell.
Ah.
So I think that's where we left off then.
Yep.
All right. So as you guys are searching through the town, you see, there is a glow coming from. So where did you cast it? Like his front door?
Probably inside on something which can't the anvil, which can't be moved,
Okay, so yeah,
or
right.
can't be moved without a big effort. Anyway, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, my memory's a little shady on this one. So, did you guys actually go in the blacksmith and I described it as like the anvil was cracked? I think I described that. No, I haven't gotten
No,
that yet.
we never made it inside.
Okay, didn't make it that far. Okay, so I'm just looking at my notes. I'm not sure exactly where we left off. So
I
right,
think we were just going in.
right outside of the blacksmith shop.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so as you go in, you find so it looks like it hasn't been used in a bit. Unlike the inn, which had the feeling that people were just there and had just left, the blacksmith's place, the forge has gone cold. The anvil itself, which is glowing in that permanent light spell, is the anvil is actually shattered.
Someone cast a magic spell and shatter the anvil.
Yep.
My powers are great.
And I believe, Fig Jam, you found out that the Inquisition was in town, and they did something at the blacksmith shop. That's why.
Yeah, they closed it all up, and the blacksmith didn't know
Yeah.
what was going on.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Did they?
All right. So there we are in my notes. Then I will move the tab from where I expected you to be by now, and put it back to where you are.
So we know at some point we'll get to Vions and there'll be someone making us.
Right. So So again, unlike the rest of the town, you do not get the feeling like someone had just occupied this room. The forge has long been cold. The anvil is shattered. It looks like the tools and everything are still around, like the tools of the trade. But there is like a little room in the back where he expected the blacksmith lived. He doesn't look like he had a family. He just, a little place off the side of his shop, and all like his possessions are not there. Like the wardrobe empty, drawers empty. Right.
Uh,
Okay, we look around for the next clue. Fig Jam left us, but clearly he knows what's going on.
Yeah. So what do you guys want to do?
I want to try and look for anything secret here, like secret doors or like any weird objects that don't belong in a blacksmith's. Or,
Sure.
I don't know. He marked this place as important, so I'm gonna look to see what was so important about it.
Roll a d6.
All right. I do have a detect secret door roll too.
Mhm.
Do I just click that?
Same thing.
Is it?
That will just whisper to the GM. The D6 will go to the general.
Yeah, no, I failed. Okay. So that's I rolled a 6. And then just looking for other stuff too.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
poking around.
Bill, what is Radnar doing?
I don't know. I'm gonna look around the outside, see if I can see any just weird, like, evidence of tampering or.
Okay. Roll me a d6 as well.
All right.
2. Right. Yeah. So you do that, and Galen.
I'll look for the next. Look for the next clue that Fig Jam left. Because clearly he knows what's going on.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Nah.
Okay. Meanwhile, back in the past, question mark. Yeah, you've just cast the spell on the forge.
Yes.
You were told the blacksmith was back at the inn where you were just at. Probably there getting drunk.
Yep. Well, I will go to the bar in place, and I will see if they have any flyers or anything, or something with their name on it. Well, no, actually, I can just use a mug or something.
Well, it's
And
the
then I
only
will go
inn
back-
in town, for one.
Yeah, I know, but I want to leave a thing.
Uh-huh.
So what I want to do is I want to just put a mug on top of the anvil. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't expect it to be there in the future, but if they somehow jump into the past, then they'll look at the anvil and say, perhaps he's at the inn. 'Cause it's, like one of their mugs or something, or a
Uh-huh.
typical drinking vessel.
Sure.
And then I'll go and talk to the blacksmith after that. Just,
Right.
oh, thanks.
We'll say that you were given a description of him as well when you were told that he's at the bar. And you find him easily enough. He's bellied up to the bar. He's got several empties in front of him. He's talking to, an older woman, just, face and arms very tanned by the sun. It looks like she's maybe a farmer or just someone that works outside quite often. And commiserating, he's basically saying that he's ruined, and that he's not going to be able to work further, and the damn Inquisition is taking his livelihood from him.
Well, I am overhearing this, and I will go over and go, you!
And he looks at you, and he
You are
looks at
dis-
himself, he points at himself and says, me! He's quite drunk.
Yes, you are disparaging the Inquisition. I just heard it.
Yeah!
Tell me
Spits on the
about it.
ground.
Why? Why are you doing so? I don't like them either. They are bad and smell horrible too. Yes.
Give me a charisma check.
Was my acting good enough to tell you that my charisma was bad and I'm about to fail this roll?
How much did it fail by?
By 5.
17. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's really drunk, though. And you are talking his current mood. So it's like, get this man a drink. Yeah, screw them. Messing with the man's business like that. Woo. You know what they left me? He reaches into his pouch, throws down like 10 silver coins. This. For my whole livelihood, this is what they left me. Well, excuse me, I gotta pay for this beer. He slides a coin over. 9 pieces of silver for my entire livelihood.
It's 2 silver for a beer? I think they're ripping you off in here.
Oh,
If
no,
only
no.
the-
Oh,
Ah.
no, Fred. I bought the keg for the evening.
Oh,
Anybody else want a drink? The woman next to him kind of raises her hand. It's like, get her a drink too.
wow. So they took your. How did they broke? Well, I don't know. Is the anvil broken in in the past as well?
Yep.
All right. Okay. Oh. Well, do you know what they were doing to
I
destroy
have
your
no
livelihood?
idea. They requisitioned my forge, my anvil, my place of business, and my home. I lived there too. Scared my poor cat out. I don't know if he's ever coming back. But they claim that they had to just get rid of something very evil. And when they left, they threw me this pouch of coins. These, looks down, 8 silver coins. There's only 8 now.
Where are they going?
and left me these coins. Sorry for the mess, and just kind of left. I figured, a mess, right? They track some mud in, no problem. Hey, 7 silver? 7 silver is perfectly good to clean up some boot prints, right? Yeah. No, they cracked my forge. I can't light I don't know what's going on. I can't light a fire in the hearth no more. Nothing works. My anvil, that was good Valasian steel. You know how much those things cost? A lot
6
more.
silver?
Yeah, it looks down, a lot more than 6 silver, I'll tell you that. The woman next to him takes her mug and walks off. You hear the clink of coins.
Oh, I was going to say, is his money actually disappearing? Okay,
Yes.
it's just stealing it. Fine. Well, I'm down a thief right now, as I'm the only one in my party. Maybe I found a new recruit for that one.
Just strange to say, can't light a fire anymore. Just nothing burns.
I know somebody who could try. Ah, Jeez, I mean, that's horrible. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, me either. I'm gonna take these 6 silver right after I finish. So 2, 3, 6 silver right after I finish these beers here, and I'm gonna go to another town and take up farming, turnip farming.
That's quite a different profession than
Who said that?
blacksmith.
Yeah, when you really
Said
think about
what?
it, turnip farming and blacksmithing are almost the same exact thing.
I don't know what kind of turnip farming you guys have
The
been doing.
Inquisition can't take my turnips from me, I'll tell you that. Just me.
I'm just gonna throw out a suggestion there, buddy. Like
You're not there.
You're not there.
Oh, well, I guess I'm not gonna throw out a suggestion then.
I mean, you could do. It could be a voice through the ether, doing things.
Who said that?
I mean,
I'm experimenting.
it could. Are you hearing voices? And I will try my best. I will try my best to imitate the voices of my companions with my horrible, horrible skills.
No, I mean, there's people all around us. I'm just hearing people, I guess.
I was just thinking you might have time traveling properties on this beer. It might have, seeped into it and allowed it to hear voices from the future. But no, if it's not that, I don't know.
You're pretty weird. You should drink more beer. There's like half a keg left back there. I gotta finish before I take up turnip farming.
So, cake stand? No,
Uh,
you've not heard of that here?
no.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I think that's something those bougie nobles do up at university.
Those damn bard colleges.
Yeah, I know. They're the
Yeah.
worst. This one
Oh,
time in Bard Camp.
I really don't know what to
Yikes.
do with you, or how to progress this part of the thing. But I know what's going on here, at least.
Have you
I
seen my
mean,
cat? You should find my cat.
I don't remember which reality I saw your cat in. Possibly.
Did you see more than one? Wow. He looks at
It
his
might not
mug.
even be
He
this
looks
game.
at your mug, and he swaps you mugs.
Mm. Well, while I sit down and contemplate things, cut back to the other party.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, guys. No signs of anything that you can tell. Um, yeah, it's the anvil is perfectly split down the middle. Not as if someone spent time beating at it, just it almost like it cracked. So just right down the middle.
Yeah, we don't have the mending spell in the system.
Yep. Very powerful spell, mending. But you're not seeing anything. You're looking around outside. Nothing special. Galen, you're not seeing anything. A sea, same. You're looking. You don't find any like hidden doors or anything like that. I mean, you do
Hmm.
find the knotted piece of wood on the guy's floor that he apparently stashed maybe his money in, but it's empty. There's nothing in it.
Empty.
Yeah.
Is it cold?
Is what cold? Like the temperature?
Yeah.
Uh, it's hard to tell. I mean, you don't know what seasons are around here. It gets
Mhm.
colder at night, warmer during the day, but you would say it's probably fall.
I'm gonna light a fire.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to that fireplace or whatever, the forge, and I'm gonna try and light it with like flint and steel and stuff. Do I have flint and steel? Let me double
I'm
check
sure you
that.
do.
I
Yeah, I
think I
mean, your
do.
flint and steel, you spark. You find some shavings. The man probably used to start his forge with anyway.
And there's like coal, I'm assuming,
There's
too, for the
coal,
forge.
so you get the tinder started, and then as you put it on the bed of coal inside of this forge, um, it just stops. Like the fire just gets snuffed out. You try this a few times. You figure maybe there's too much air, like circulation. So you put your hand up to dampen down the flue. You do that, and it just the fire will not start inside of the forge.
Hey, Radnar,
Yes.
you see this happening? I can't set a fire in this thing.
Did
Oh,
you
I
break
mean-
thermophysics?
I don't know what that word means.
I can set a large fire, but
No,
Look, it's fireball or nothing. If you're asking for fire,
can you just do the thing where your eyes kind of go all weird and you like can't
I'm-
see normal for a second? Can you do that thing?
I'm not a Superman.
Can you just tell me if the fireplace is magical?
Oh, okay, yeah. So it'll take me about 10 minutes and I'll be able to tell you.
All right, cool.
So I'll go ahead and do my 10-minute seeing magic thing.
While he's doing it, about 5 minutes in, I remember I have that stupid magic detection wand, and while he's chanting it, I just pull it out and point it at the fireplace.
yeah, it does light up. But while that's
hey, I
going
can
on,
do that.
Radnar spent a lot of time drinking while he was here. So as he's relaxing and going, going into his magical site, why don't you make me a con check there, Radnar?
All right. Somehow I knew that was going to happen. Mark, where the hell's my character? There we are. All right. Nope.
So 5 minutes in, when you figure out that you've got the magic detecting wand, you hear snores coming from Radnar as he's fallen asleep.
Trying really hard.
So yeah, all right. See, there's something magical going on in the forge.
I start taking the wand and pointing it at everything else I can.
The anvil, also something going on with the anvil, but it's pretty specific. It's like the anvil itself and not the area around the anvil. It is the inside of the forge, but not the area around the forge.
Can I like rifle through the
Yes.
soot and stuff in the forge?
So
and
you
with
end up
with the
finding-
wands so I don't get dirty?
Okay, yeah, it also helps you find what's magical in there as well. There
Yes.
are several pieces of metal. You're not sure if they're brass, bronze, could even be gold if the gold, with all the soot on there, they don't
Mm.
shine quite so much. What's your intelligence? Do you have a bonus at all?
Uh, uh, my int is an 11.
So no bonus. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
Sure. Oop.
You have no idea what the bits of metal would go to.
I separate it all out though. Once
Yeah.
I'm like figuring what's magical, what's not, I'm just
There's
pulling all the
four
pieces out.
pieces that are kind of L-shaped, and then there's pieces that are kind of like saddle shaped, like a U, hollow bit through the
Oh.
middle, maybe a couple inches long.
I'm just staring. I put it all on the anvil, and I'm
Okay.
just like, well, this stuff all seems magical, anvil included. I don't know what this means though.
The entire anvil is magical, or just bits of it?
The
Galen, do you have
anvil.
a bonus to intelligence?
No, I don't
Make me
think so.
make me an int check.
I'll double check, but I don't think so. Oh no, I'm 1 point off.
All right, yeah, go ahead and make me an int check. Yeah.
Yep.
This would be pieces that you would use to adorn a book. The
Ah.
top, the cap and bottom of the spine, and the edges of the clapboard front cover, back cover. So a very well made book would have these pieces as part of it.
Oh, don't tell me they burnt the magic book here. The one that we're all after. Oh,
They
they
might
burnt
have.
something. Some kind of book here. Possibly that one. The big bad book of whatever it was.
I'm gonna take some. Do I have alcohol on me? Let me check. I'm gonna take. Yeah,
Well, there's
I have a
alcohol at the
full-
bar that you found too, so you could have taken alcohol from there.
Yeah, I filled my wineskin there,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna take some of the wine. I'm gonna take like a little bowl or something somewhere, put the metal bits in, and wash it off with the alcohol,
Okay.
and like try and like scrub it to
Yeah.
determine what
So
metal this really
it
is.
gleams like gold, but gold would have melted in a hot fire.
Do I know that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so I state that I'm like, it's not gold, but it looks gold.
Actually, you would. Your character is a bard now, right? Is that what you're?
No, I'm just a thief with a couple bardic
Okay.
abilities because I
Right.
got those
Did you
ability
did you happen to
bonuses.
get the ledger domain or the history bonus thing? Did you get that? No.
No, all I took was singing proficiency, anti-charm, and I can read any language that's not magical.
Okay.
That's the
With an
default thief skill
80%.
anyway. So
All right.
Yeah.
Then no, you probably wouldn't know. Galen would. So gold would not melt in a fire if that gold were magical. Things that have been imbued with magic typically are very hard to destroy. So it probably is gold, but it's magicked. There's something about it.
but the entire book would burn, but otherwise the book wouldn't even know it's a magical
The
book.
so yeah, apparently the book that was burned was not the magic part of the book. It was these pieces
Huh.
that were on the book.
Okay.
Do you tell me it's for a book?
Sure. Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
there
yeah,
another,
yeah, I did say that. Yeah.
Is there another book in this place?
No.
Does anybody have a book on them?
Actually, for a blacksmith's place, there's not even a journal for him keeping track of his customers. That he probably was illiterate.
Hmm. I want to find a book and see if we can like put these clasps on it. If the clasps are magical, but the book wasn't, what do the clasps do?
You can wake up anytime you want, Radnar. You just fell asleep while you're trying to concentrate.
Okay, I kind of wake up and I hear him talking about a book. We've got like that spell book from that one guy, don't we?
But
No,
it's
you gave it
magical,
back.
isn't it? Oh yeah.
Okay, so that doesn't count.
We got your magic book there, Radnor.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah, but no.
No, just no.
I mean, being a student, like I figure me or Fig Jam probably has a book with us or something. Fig
I'm
Jam
just
doesn't.
gonna-
I do.
I'm gonna
Ah.
break into a house next door and take a book, if anything.
If you want to rifle around, you will be able to find a book easily enough.
Yeah, I just break into like the next door neighbor's window and like come back out through another window, breaking it
Write
for
me
no
I
a
think Big
reason.
Dan's
make me
box
a
is being a
D6
pile of
roll
leaves
as you're
you
doing
rifle
all of
through.
this.
Yeah, I'll do D6. Bop! 1!
So the house that you
Woo!
broke
Nice.
into was easy to break into because the window was opened, and again you get that feeling as if someone were
Doesn't
just
stop him
there.
smashing it.
Just that feeling that someone had just been in the room and had just left.
Ah,
But in this
so
case,
weird.
there is still someone in the room, as a orange and white tabby kind of pads into the room, meows at you, and just kind of pushes past you into the kitchen, where it continues to raid the larders. It's pulled out a nice bit of fish that had been drying. Uh, it's knocked over a milk can and is drinking the milk.
I go to pet the cat.
Okay. Yeah, just purrs a little bit, continues to eat. It's
I
it's
let him
gotten
eat.
quite fat.
Can I scoop this cat up?
Um, okay. Make me a charisma check.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly approach and go. Charisma, let's go. Ah, so close.
So you've
Can I
been
do a
down.
reroll?
You can spend what you want to spend. If you want to spend it, you go right ahead.
I want this cat to love me. Reroll. Yes, high success.
So it hisses a bit as you pull it away from the pool of milk, but then kind of settles in as you scratch it behind the ears and on the stomach.
Good puss puss. I take the cat and the book back and I go, I got a new friend.
Okay. If you head back to the blacksmith's, though, it claws you and jumps out of your arms and goes rumbling into another house nearby.
Ow! Do I notice like as I get to the threshold it happens?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
okay. So I'm like, all right, the cat doesn't like this place. I'm assuming bad juju now. But I found a cat and it ran away. But I got a book and I go and I
Right.
try to put the clasps on the book and like piece it together.
Okay.
If it's bad
Yeah. I mean, you do.
juju.
It's the gold is soft. Again, it should have melted in a strong fire. So you put it on. Use some simple tools from off the blacksmith shelf to kind of get everything bent into place, and you've got now an ordinary book that has some finery attached to it. Since you took the time to shine it up, I mean, it's the gold glistens. Nothing seems to happen, but now you have a finely capped book.
Hmm.
I open it.
Okay. You open it. Nothing really happens. Richard, you can chime in if you have an idea that you want to try at some point. Just let me know, and we'll switch over. Otherwise, we'll keep going here.
Okay, I want to just sort of see if I can, since the cat wasn't there, so make sure if this place has been, basically it's been turned evil or something. So I just want to sort of see if I can get in touch with my god and just sort of see if there's any.
Well,
sort of
do you
sense of-
have detect evil or?
There's no such thing.
Well, there is a. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Well, you're able to.
Oh, yes, there is detect evil. There
Yeah.
is detect evil.
Yeah.
I do tell lies.
Yeah.
Complete and utter total lies. Give me an hour, I could have it.
Okay.
Yeah, well, if I can contact my god. and
You
get
are
the
able
spell.
to contact your goddess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Since we don't have any idea what the hell we're doing, I'll swap out one of my cure lights for a detect evil and then cast detect evil. That's going to say it takes an hour, so I'm just assuming we can do that today.
Okay.
I do realize it's intent and blah 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 blah,
Yeah.
but I'm sort of hoping it's at least, if this place was used for evil, then it's an evil intent for its
Okay.
usage. So
So your spell is sort of doesn't really show anything, except you do get your attention's drawn to the book now, that has the clasps and everything on it. It's not so much that it has evil intent as it has been touched by something with evil intent, something very strong with evil intent, but it's not there any longer. So it's like just leaving behind just a little trace.
have something else I could try, but I'm reaching at this point. I really don't know what we're
Right.
supposed to do.
So I'm gonna
But I
cut
do.
scenes.
Someone else? Yeah.
I'm gonna cut scenes. Fig Jam, you're in the bar, and you start hearing yelling from the outside. It's happened again. Clem, has anyone seen the Undertaker? We got another one. A few people look outside, and there's mumbling going on in the bar. An old man who had just settled in, just ordered a beer, sighs, says, "Can you hold that for me? I got a body to haul away." Puts his hat back on, goes outside.
Well, I mean, I have lost any sort of motivation to be in here, so I'll go outside. Follow
The blacksmith
Undertaker.
is still talking about it. Still talking to you. He's like, "I'm not sure how far 6 silver will get a turnip farmer, but how much can a hoe cost? I mean, maybe I'll need a
No.
mule. I don't know."
worry, you can go on tour with your magical ever-glowing anvil now. I say as I pat him on the shoulder and walk out.
Glowing. It wasn't glowing. I need to go and pack. You go outside, and indeed there is a dead person just in the middle of kind of like the town proper. There's a few people around. It's like, who is he? It's like, it's Conley, the husband. Farm out, out to the east. It's like, oh, that's a shame. They seem to be taking it just like in stride. The man is older. He's an older man. The Undertaker
What's
has
going
come by
on?
with a cart, and he's getting some younger people helping him to load the body on.
Whoa. I need to know what's going on here. I need to know if I am in danger.
I don't know, stranger. It's just been going on for the last couple of nights. People just randomly
it?
dying on our street.
In
Doc
the same
says
spot on the street?
it's no illness. They just stopped living.
The same spot on the street?
Oh, that's silly. These people are all been in the inn. They're all fairly
okay.
drunk.
Are they all? I don't know. Did they all do the same thing?
They just
Do they all
stop.
live in the same area?
They all live around town.
Did anybody watch and see that? Who saw this man die?
Well, one of the guys that's helping throw the body on to the Undertaker's cart says, "I did. I just came out and he was laying in the street."
Right. Did you see him die, or did you just find the dead body?
No, I just found the body, just like it's been the last few nights.
Yeah. I wonder out loud about this, he said, saying all of those words. I wonder if they're actually dead, and rather than just, they might be just stopped in time or something.
The guy pulls
You've got a
out
problem with time in this village here.
the guy
You
you're
know that.
the guy you're talking to just pulls out his side knife, stabs the guy in the leg. The guy doesn't move. No, he's dead.
Right. No, he might be stopped in time. You see, it's the blood flowing out of him now, actually.
A little, but not like as if he was a living person.
All right, so they're not actually frozen in time, sort of thing. All right, well, that's unfortunate. That was my only thought. Where was the body? Let me investigate the area and see what happened here.
Everybody kind of points to a general area.
Ah,
About
All right.
here, over here. We just picked his body up. He was laying right there. No, it's over here, Shim.
well, I will take 10 minutes to do detect magic and find out if anything magical happened in this sort of area, apart from, the whole down radioactive magic.
Yeah. This character is like super intelligent in this game, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Unlike me, yes.
there is
But
there's
in this
nothing.
game,
Yeah. No, there's nothing magical, but every living thing kind of does radiate a little bit of, what your senses can kind of pick up. Call it an aura, right? Even the newly dead still have a little bit of that stays with them for a bit, especially if the body's still warm. This body has none. As a matter of fact, there's almost like a negative aura around them. It's like it's pitch black, like it's trying to suck in like air or whatever from around it, and it's just void of any kind of animation at all.
I suppose no. Everybody has got a bit of magic. Something is sucking out that magic, which is causing them to die. Possibly. He didn't poop, did he? Just before
Oh my
he
gosh,
died?
Dion just died. It just took Dion.
What?
All right. Yeah. So people actually don't seem all that concerned, which is odd.
I mean, why aren't you concerned about this? Is it your time? Is this a known village curse?
Oh, the
It's
doc
only been on
says
for
it's
2
not
days.
anything that spreads. Just, I guess when it's your time, it's your time. You just stopped living.
I mean, that's not usually. Well, I mean, it's sometimes how it works, but not always. I try desperately to look at myself to see if I have the same tiny amount of
Yeah.
magic if they have in them or not.
Magic people typically have a little bit more than is the normal.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're seeing everything else here looks normal.
Well,
Roll me a d6.
and I don't know what is going on with you. You people who are just falling over dead. I got a 1.
Okay. So examining the body as you're talking to people, you notice that there are some scratches around like his ankle because someone's already stolen his shoes.
Okay. So wait, are they? Are they scratches from that, or are they scratches from, say, a cat?
They're scratches from an animal, small. I mean, you are in a very small village in the middle of a woodland. I mean, it could be a raccoon for all you know, but yeah, some small animal.
The guy said he had a cat.
Yep.
And it was in there, so I don't know. All right, everybody. I've got a weird idea to stop everybody from dying. Everybody run around going, yeah, puss, 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 puss," and see who can attract the cat towards them.
Make
It
me a
might
luck.
help not die.
That's smart. Make me a luck check, high or low.
I will go low. Nope,
Okay.
that is high.
People, there are rerolls if you want to use them. If not, people just start scattering around doing just that, trying to look for a cat that apparently is, sucking souls, maybe.
All right, yeah, I will. Thank you very much. I will blow one of the rerolls that has just been put in there.
Yes.
See if I can do that. I'm still choosing low, so let me roll even higher. Nope, but I still don't make it.
Right. Yeah. So people are just looking around for the cat. So you look around as well. So you can roll a d6.
Should I save the reroll for this?
Yep.
Eh.
Everyone's looking around for a cat. You actually hear in passing that cats are actually not often seen in the village. Everyone knows the blacksmith's cat, and they describe the orange tabby to you. He brought it here from farmland out to the east. Cats typically here don't last long. There's a lot of wildlife, and people just don't like to keep cats for whatever reason.
You're crazy. I would have killed all the mice which were eating all of your food. I don't know.
If they actually had granaries here, that might have been a thing, but yeah. Apparently they don't have problems with mice.
All right, well then.
It's to do with all
All
the
right.
snakes, you see. We got snakes, mister.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, I will make an arcane circle of fish. Then, I guess, to try and attract the cat towards us.
Yeah, so there actually is a fishmonger in town. He dries fish. He's got a fairly long trek to be able to get back and forth from the river that he fishes in. So he has a barrel of dried fish. You pass a few coins to him. Make a luck check.
All right. No, let's stay low.
Okay.
Yay!
After a bit, you hear meow, and sitting on the city well, you see the orange tabby that people have described. Nose in the air, sniffing out the fish that you have stuck out. But it's there's a crowd around you, and it seems like the cat is hesitant to come into a crowd.
Everybody disperse. This is between me and the demonic cat. I will save you from its horrible influence.
All right. Right. Make me a charisma check.
Disperse. Go to your homes and businesses. This is critical success.
Wow.
Critical success. The cat
All
loves
right.
me, and so do all the people. I now rule the
The
town.
strange, crazy-looking old man is talking about demonically possessed cats and evil things about town, so nobody wants to stay around to find out exactly what's going on. So people disperse. Mostly, they disperse back to the bar. So it leaves you with some fish around your feet, staring at an orange tabby who is standing on a well or standing on the edge of the well.
Time for the fight of the century.
You just don't know how lethal a cat is in early Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, I mean, I guess I will be spending the 10 minutes to look at the cat again to see if there's anything.
Okay, well, if you spend 10 minutes, here, I'm just going to make a roll.
Cat's going to wander off.
Well, there's fish for it to eat.
So,
Yeah, it hops off the well
Sure.
and starts attacking the fish on the ground. Bats it around, playing with it for a bit before it starts chowing down. Finds that since it's been cooked and smoked, it's not actually to its liking. So now it's just kind of kicking it around. It's actually smacking it, following it, smacking it some more. It's just kind of kicking the fish down the street. By the time you finish off, the cat is magical, or rather, there's something attached to the cat. Something's riding the cat. But the cat's still there. Like, you can still see kind of the cat's aura there, and there's something kind of attached to it like a leash.
Doesn't have a collar on or anything,
does not.
it?
No.
No. Well,
and now we know where that demon that was in the other week.
yeah, I mean, that is kind of what I was thinking.
I could probably morph it into a human so we could talk to it.
Give it to us and I can speak with animals.
That's probably even better.
I mean, okay, I don't know what to do now. I've determined that the cat is magical. That was about as far as my thinking gets.
Okay, well, let's cut
Yeah,
scenes
go
then.
to somebody else. Cut back to the other team as well.
All right, so you have a book. After you put on the adornments, Galen, you're showing that it's not evil, but it was something in it, or it had been evil. Perhaps the destruction of the fire is what caused it to no longer be evil. Just
Now,
touched.
Detect Evil lasts 6 turns.
60 minutes, yep.
So can I take a quick turn around the village and see if there's anything else that pops up?
Yeah, roll me a d6.
Ooh. Unfortunately, as I'm an elf, I got a bit better thing. So I'm just... that's my fire alarm. I gotta go.
Yep. See you in a sec.
Oops.
See, he was cooking fish in the background, and the local cats. No. All right. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm reading the book for now. C's out of ideas. He's not magically inclined, and this seems like a big mage thing.
It's
So-
it's a cookbook. You know, how to
Ooh.
serve man, best recipes for cooking up your local clergy. You know, that sort of thing.
Oh. I take notes, and I put the book away for later. I guess I don't know. That might come in handy at some point. But I mean, I guess I'll go look for the cat while they're all doing stuff. I mean, he's like, "Oh, this is gonna take an hour for me to look around." I'm like, "All right, that's an hour of me getting to fuck off."
Sure.
So...
Roll a d6.
4.
All right. You spend some time going between the houses, calling out for the cat, and nothing seems to be happening with that. Radnar, what are you doing?
This might be a complete waste, but I almost never cast the spell. How long does see invisibility last?
It's for the same length as invisibility. So until you cast something else, or until you do something that is considered to be,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking I might want to cast see invisibility and just walk around to see
Okay.
if there's any weird unseen creatures
Yeah. So
fucking around with shit.
what you see is the same town that you're in now, but there are people walking around the streets. They look not quite solid. So you're not really, you know that you're not seeing the invisible, but your spell is interacting with something here.
So do I think that these are actual beings, or am I seeing like an after image of something, or are
Yeah, it's
these
more
like
like an after image.
okay? I'm gonna sort of walk around and watch it and see if there's anything specific going on that like might have caused this.
Okay.
I mean, there's a reason, you know.
You wander into the town square where you see that there is, again, kind of a spectral people standing around putting a dead body onto a cart. They're wandering off back to the inn as a strange wild man is yelling at people about confronting the evil. That's Fig Jam.
Okay, so I'm seeing an after image
Yes.
of this happening after, like he's not actually there yet, yelling at them now, is he?
Well, you can't tell. You don't know if this is a past scene, a future scene, or what. It's just kind of a ghostly scene that's playing out.
Okay, are the ghosts headed towards someplace specific?
Well, Fig Jam is still standing there in the middle of the square, staring intently at a cat that's smacking a fish down the street. Um, Actually, no. There's a fish moving down the street, flopping around. You don't see the cat. All the other
Okay.
people in the square are going to the inn. Um,
You
Yeah.
see a sea in the background running through an alleyway.
yeah. But that's really a sea. That is not a spectral figure. You see
Alright.
a sea running through alleyways.
So I can tell the cat's there, but I can't, the
You
cat is
know,
not,
you actually don't know that it's the cat. There's just a piece of dried fish that occasionally will flop and then flop some more and flop some more, like it's being battered around by something.
hey, what's that fish doing?
Who are you
It's
saying that
just
to?
kind of, Fig Jam's right there, right?
Yes, but he
No,
cannot
I
see or hear you. You're seeing an image of Fig Jam.
Oh, okay, so I'm not really seeing Fig Jam. That
No,
was,
no, Fig Jam is another one of these spectral images.
hmm, well,
We're
maybe
all ghosts. Fig Jam's dead. Let's go home.
if everyone's going to the inn, maybe I'll head to the inn and see if there's anything weird going on in there.
Okay. The inn looks like you left it, except now, kind of superimposed all of that is a full inn of these spectral people walking around, talking, drinking, chatting. There's a man at the bar shouting to anyone that will come by or notice him that turnip farming is far better than blacksmithing. Fight me.
Can I interact with any of the spectral?
None of them seem to acknowledge your presence there. Like
Okay.
you actually walk through them, or they walk through you because it's,
Okay.
you're not an impediment.
What about like, hmm, maybe I'll try the blacksmith's house. I haven't been there yet, have I?
Well, yeah, you've been.
Oh, I was
That's where
there.
the broken anvil was, and
You weren't there looking invisible stuff,
yes,
though.
yeah.
Okay, I'll go back and look at see if there's any of this weird spectral stuff going
Yeah,
on.
there's no figures, there's no spectral people at all in the blacksmith's place.
Huh. Okay, and some of the businesses or houses around.
Yeah, it's late evening in a small town. A lot of people are out and about on the streets, having drinks at the local, inn. There are a lot of people that have turned in for the night already as well. So you're looking through windows, and the town is full. You see people all around you. They're just not in sync with you.
This is just extremely weird. Can I interact with anybody?
No, they don't notice you there. You just pass through them if you try and touch them.
I'll just start going, hey, everybody. See if anybody reacts to me or
No, not at all. You're just completely ignored by everyone.
not even Galen reacts to you.
It's like he's not even there. Um, now, what about if? All right. Well, I'm gonna. Can I? If I stop the sea invisibility, will I be like back in normal time?
You don't know. You have no idea until you do it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
All right, yeah. So the village fades around you until it's just back to this silent, empty village.
Okay, I'm gonna go find Fig Jam.
Okay, so you go back to the square where Fig Jam was staring down a cat or staring down something that was flopping a fish down the street. There's no one there. The street's empty. You don't see Fig Jam.
Um, shit. Do I? Does this ring any bell? Like, do what I know anything about what's going on magically here at all?
Uh, what's your? Do you have an intelligence bonus?
I do.
+1, +2.
It's an 18 intelligence. So I
Okay.
don't know.
You're pretty sure that you have not just encountered ghosts. That there's something going on in this city that just has them slightly out of phase with you.
Okay. Um, shoot, I don't know how I gotta figure out how to figure out what this is. Um,
All right. Well, while you're doing that, I see
Alright.
you're running down back alleys between houses and streets, trying to find a cat that just is not anywhere that you're seeing.
Hmm. Weird. Um, I'm gonna go back and try and find the others and just see if they figured anything out or experienced anything.
Okay. Well, Radnar's in the street, just kind of staring at everything. You see him. You're not sure where Galen went. You go back to the blacksmiths. Galen's gone.
Hmm. Alright, so Galen's off doing something, but I go to Radnor. I'm like, hey, you find anything yet?
am I interacting with him?
Yes. Yeah.
I hear
he's,
him.
he's very solid. You can hear
I,
it.
I tell him about what's been going on. I just got like out of sync with everything. I can't find anybody, but there's all this spectral after image of stuff going on, and
Did you
uh,
cast a spell
I cast see invisibility.
and you could see it? Like what were you seeing?
It was like an after image. It was like I was out of sync with everything. Like I was on one time, and I wasn't. What I was seeing wasn't what was going on now. It's what was going on before.
Weird.
Yeah.
So, alright. Hey, have you seen a cat anywhere?
No, I saw a fish flopping down the street by itself, but no cat.
A fish?
Yeah.
Weird. Alright. So, wait, like, did you try, like, touching the people or anything? Or.
I tried touching and interacting with them. They would walk right through me,
Oh.
and it didn't, nothing.
Weird.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, maybe we need to, like. Well, obviously, there's, like, a magic of some sort going on here, then, that's doing this. I mean, there's no other really reasonable explanation. Do you think there's like a dispel? Can you dispel magic? Is there something you can do to make like a counter to this or to figure out what type of magic it is? Or
I no, I don't think I do have dispel magic, although that would be nice.
hmm.
I think. Well, I don't know. That's what, a third level spell.
Yeah.
I could have learned it from that guy.
Yeah. You haven't chosen the spell that you learned yet. So if you want to call
So
back the
yes,
spell.
I know dispel magic.
But that's
Oh,
a
wow.
one use. That's a one use thing because we haven't
Yeah.
had time to transcribe it into our books yet,
Yeah.
have we?
I
So-
can also have the ability I have down on my sheet here, and I don't remember. Probably got this in the Amber House where I can cast ESP once a week.
Yes.
Me too.
Um, maybe I'll cast that and walk around to see if any weird random thoughts that aren't from people.
Just
Like
cast DSP and see what we find.
just run around and see what happens.
Yeah, that
I
can
I
that can
don't
never go
know.
wrong. No.
Yeah, I
So
mean
what have you done
I
now?
could do dispel magic, but I don't have anything to cast it on. So yeah, I'm gonna cast ESP and kind of
Okay.
walk around to see if I pick up anything weird.
So, Galen, you just missed. Radnar cast See Invisibility and could see everyone in town and Fig Jam, but they went through him like ghosts, and it was like an after image. So they weren't really there and invisible, but he could still see everything going on. But he couldn't see the cat that was playing with the fish in front of Fig Jam. He could see the fish, but not the cat. So I went to find him. I found that out. We both still haven't found you, and this is where we're at.
I went off to detect evil. So obviously something happened to me. You'll never hear from me again.
Mhm.
All right. So, Radnar, what goes on then is that you just start picking up this jumble of conversation around you, like you're sitting or standing in a busy town square, which is where you and C are right now. So, according to the spell, so you're just hearing just a mingled, confusing jumble. But if you spend a turn kind of trying to sort out people's voices, you can hear Fig
Yeah.
Jam.
I can hear wait, Fig Jam. What's he saying?
Yeah, he's telling everybody. Let's see. What are you saying now, Fig Jam? After you found the scratches on the cat, and you've been, so the cat's now batting the fish down the street as you just looked at it magically, and you're seeing that there's something tethered to the cat. What do you do?
Well, I'm probably thinking about how I have no idea what to do now. There's a cat. Here it is. I don't know how to. I mean, I could fireball
Okay,
the cat, but I
so
don't know how that works.
with ESP, you're picking up people's thoughts, so that you're now picking up Fig Jam's thoughts. So he's saying, "There's a cat. It's something attached to it. I have no idea what to do now."
Do I see? Do I? Can I see Fig Jam now?
No, because you dropped your See Invisible.
So Fig Jam's invisible. So I'm still out of sync.
You're still out of sync, but your ESP is still working as if you're standing in the middle of a crowded street and Fig Jam is there next to you.
I'm still out of sync, but I can talk to a C. So is the C out of sync
Nope,
too?
the C is just where you are.
Oh wow.
It's because they're on like another timeline or something.
Okay.
But your spells are acting as if they are all still here.
Hmm.
I wish there was something I could cast Fireball on.
And then suddenly the whole crowd is immolated. Fig Jam dies in a
So-
fiery blast of.
So Radnar overheard Fig Jam saying there was something magically attached to the cat.
Yes, and I don't
Okay.
know what to do now.
And I can't see the cat.
No.
So I don't know
Alright.
what he's talking about. C, do you see the cat?
No, I've been looking for it. Why? Did he say something special?
No, I see. I'm using my powers of ESP, and I can hear Fig Jam thinking about a cat, but I don't see a cat, and I don't see a Fig Jam.
Well, there's been a cat running around here that I found earlier. It ran away when I tried to bring it into the house. It seemed really scared and terrified of the blacksmiths. So I mean, maybe that cat's more important than we thought. If he's looking for it and I saw a cat here and there's nothing else here and you saw a fish flopping around, like,
Yeah, I just somehow we've got to get back in sync with everybody because we're it's like we're 1 minute or 5 seconds or however long ahead, and they're like somewhere some other timeline thing.
let's find that cat and try and catch it.
Okay, can I hear the thoughts of a cat?
No.
He's probably thinking about world domination or something.
Again, you kind of had to narrow your focus to hear Fig Jam. So, like, if you broaden out again, you're like in the middle of not a crowded, but a town square with an inn behind you that's quite full of people, although you can't see them where you are. If you guys are going to start looking for the cat, why don't both of you guys roll d6s for me? Galen, uh, yeah, you hear, well, everybody else around you is gone. Asi and Radnar have stepped out.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Go to-
Yeah, you guys are having no luck finding this cat.
I'm gonna start looking for Galen.
Okay, he's easy to find. He's popped back. He's over at the blacksmith's. He must have just popped out while you were here last time. He's
Oh, hey,
back.
there you are. Hey, we're looking for a cat, and I think the cat is kind of the key to this.
Did you find a cat before?
Yeah, but it ran away when I tried to bring it in here because it was freaked out by the blacksmith's shop. So,
Maybe it went back to where you found it before.
I go next door. Is he back in the pantry?
Yes, yes, he is. He's back to that spilled bottle of milk on the ground.
All right.
So cunning. Never find him.
Is there still milk in the bottle?
Yes.
All right, I'm picking it up, and I'm gonna try and lure the cat out.
Okay.
With
Yeah.
that and a fish.
The cat
We should
follows.
And like wiggling the fish and sloshing the bottle. And I just kind of slowly lead him back to the group. I'm like, all right, I got the cat.
Yep. He kind of waddles over. It's gotten very fat.
I just
Does
feed
my
him. And...
detect evil detect anything with the cat?
Yeah, since it lasts for quite some time. Yeah, there's something evil about it or on it.
Okay, distinguish between the evil in the cat and the evil that is the cat.
The cat itself is not evil, but there is evil intent about the cat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pet the cat.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, it purrs as long as you leave food and milk down for it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna start checking the cat for fleas.
For fleas. Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
fleas. Absolutely.
All right.
I
is
should
there a
cast
way-
spell magic on the cat.
Ooh.
No, there's a better spell that I think you've got which you can cast.
I
So
Well-
give me that.
protection. I have protection from evil. I still have a
Ding.
scroll of it.
Yeah.
So you said there's evil on the cat.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, the cat is
So-
there's something evil with the
All right.
cat about
So
the
while
cat.
I'm petting the cat, I pull out the protection from evil scroll, and I'm like reading the scroll while I pet the cat, and I
Okay.
want to cast it onto the cat.
You're casting it onto the cat. All right, let me read this real quick.
Yeah, let's
attacks
get
by
that
creature
spell up.
of another one is fault.
Watch it not do anything, and I waste the scroll.
It might do. I don't know. I think it's gonna be up to GM what happens if you cast on something that's got evil in it.
Okay. Okay. Nothing seems to have changed.
Okay. I just look up and I go, all right, I casted Protect Evil on it. Is it still evil?
Is it?
So
My detect evil-
again, your spell. Well, here, let me read it real quick. What level is that?
one. It's a level 1 spell.
Detect evil. Okay, let me see here.
It gets into what is evil. Mad.
Okay. Yeah, so you can tell that there is evil intent about the cat, but it is not the cat itself. However, I mean, the cat isn't wearing anything. It's not got a collar on or anything else like that.
Do you think the cat's cursed? I look at Galen.
Usually the magic users can tell us if they're cursed or not. Okay, Rednall. Unless they fall asleep again.
Maybe it's got a curse on it if its evil intent is about it, but it's not the cat. I mean, we've dealt with curses. But nothing happened when I protected the cat from evil. But I mean, if you're already cursed,
I
Yeah,
can
don't
cast a
hit.
spell magic on it and see if that does anything.
we could try. Yeah.
Okay. I'll cast Dispel Magic on the cat.
All right. So you had dispel magic
Yes.
Hit the scroll.
so as a scroll. Okay. What's your level?
Mine's 7.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be interesting then. All three of you make me save versus spell.
Oh no.
We have some rerolls available.
Oh yeah.
Captain Kurian just put down like was that
Mm-hmm.
4 rerolls? So
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
I
Yeah,
added that in. We're at 14 unless you guys use any.
I think I will use one because I don't particularly want to be hit. With
Yeah, I'm
something.
going to use one.
Do it. Do
All right,
it.
go ahead.
I marked 2 down. We're at
Ooh.
12. There we go.
All right. So Galen succeeded.
Yeah.
C succeeded. Radnar, you succeeded as well.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Hopefully the
good
cat
enough.
succeeded.
Right. So that evil intent isn't there anymore. Cat
Yay.
continues to eat and drink.
I love the cat.
I look around for where evil intent is.
His name is Fatty Mew Mew the Third, and we are gonna take him with us. And I love him.
Fatty Mew Mew the third, huh?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes. What do you guys want to do? It's getting late into the night.
Should
Well-
we go to sleep or something?
I mean, dare we? Is this like a place if we fall asleep we're stuck here forever, or like do we have to solve this by like sunrise, or we turn to ash, or like there like I don't know how this magic stuff works, but this is kind of creepy, and like I don't know, like nothing happened. We've done all this work.
I mean, I don't think it's, I feel like they would have had to notify us if it was like, you have to solve this by sunrise or whatever. So,
Yeah. Galen, do you
kosher.
think you could like consecrate the blacksmiths, like purify it or something?
I was
Or
thinking about that, sort of wondering how large an area I can get. I don't know if the entire blacksmith can be done.
Actually, you can if you do it as a ritual.
Yeah, I just
you
don't know
could-
how large the ritual can encompass in terms of.
Yeah, the house is not that big. You could.
Okay, well, the blacksmith.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's purify the blacksmith.
Okay, and it takes like an hour.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I test it by
Well,
trying to walk the cat in.
The cat goes in easily enough. It
Yes.
starts
He's not
rooting
evil
around.
anymore.
Yeah, it starts rooting
Yeah.
around, and then when it finds that there's no food left in the place, it just kind of harumps and starts looking around for more food.
You've eaten enough, you fat lard.
It hisses at you.
Oh, we need some sleep.
Yeah.
I need my
Well,
meditation.
yeah. Maybe we just want to camp out in here. I mean, you just purified this place.
Yep.
I feel a little safer here than
Okay.
Radnar was saying.
All
he
right,
was
so you
seeing
guys
ghosts outside.
You guys go to sleep in the blacksmith's house. The cat curls up on the floor. It's, you know, you. Oh,
Can
does
we light a
anyone-
fire?
You can light a fire.
Yes.
Because you got that evil book out, I suspect, more than anything else.
Yeah.
All right, so you light a fire. You fall asleep. Fig Jam. The cat just kind of goes off into the alleyways. People
I'm
around
trying to do stuff with the cat because I suspect that when somebody gets scratched by the cat, they die. So, I'm following it and trying to, I don't know, experiment on it without aggravating it somehow. So I don't know what's on there.
you. Okay. So you follow it
Throw
for
it
a
at
bit.
someone.
You see.
I thought about that.
Let me think for a second. Okay, make me a save versus spell.
All right. In which case, yeah. said hi, yeah. There we
Okay.
go, success.
So you have your magic vision up because it lasts until you basically stop concentrating. So you're following the cat, looking around, and you see actually something separate itself from the cat, like it's physically just torn from the cat. The cat disappears. The thing leaps at you, and then it doesn't like it's trying to enter you or attach to you.
Ah!
Yeah, and so yeah, you flail around, and it starts heading off as it looks like it's looking for someone to attach to.
Oh, well, I guess I follow it then to see what's going on.
Okay, folks are leaving the inn. It's fairly late now, so there are a few people out about, and you can see that whatever this shadowy thing is like heading for the closest one. Is there anything you want to do?
Look out, everybody! The demon has detached itself from the cat. Duck! Roll around on the floor! Make yourself difficult to hit.
It's that crazy prophet over there again, talking about evil spirits. Yeah, no, so nobody's really listening to you. Yeah, so it hits the first person. Yeah, okay, hits the first person, and they disappear.
See? What did I tell you? Ah! Evil amongst you! Anybody reacting to this, or are they just like, no, this person never existed?
Oh, they're looking
Or
around, like trying to find a way. Where'd Clem go?
the demon got in!
Okay, so shift for a minute. You guys have just settled in for a good night's sleep in your newly sanctified blacksmith's house, where you hear uh, a shriek of pain from outside.
I investigate.
Okay, there's a townsperson there, a very solid-looking townsperson that looks like It looks like some force has grabbed his right side and some force has grabbed his left side, and he's just literally torn apart in front of you. Both parts disappear.
That's interesting.
I slowly back up and close the door and just turn back around to everyone. I'm just like,
It's fine. It's fine.
I don't think we should go outside right now. I just saw a man get torn in half by something invisible. You might be muted, Radnar. I saw your lips move.
I'm thinking,
Okay.
did I see this too?
No. No.
Okay.
C was the only one who poked his head out to look, and then like there are no remains. It just all disappeared.
You just disappeared afterwards.
Yeah.
I don't.
Did the remains come back here?
No.
Okay.
Maybe we're out of sync again.
I don't know. C's just visibly shaken by that. It's just like I don't like the thought that I could not see what was doing that. Man, I almost wish I didn't use that fucking scroll. I
can make more scrolls. Given time.
I'm gonna see, like, I have this hand-sized mirror.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna like look at it and aim it outside to see if I can see anything.
You just see the
Through the
outside.
mirror?
It looks normal.
Nothing. Okay. I was just checking. Yeah, I don't have magical glowy staff. I'm gonna like double check that anvil and the fireplace again.
Nothing is magical except for the book that you put the clasps and everything on.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that book again. I'm just gonna look it over, open it, like
Okay.
see if anything changed. From when I
There's
looked at it
writing on the
before.
inside of it now that is not about how to cook things.
Oh,
And
What's
it
it?
even looks to be in a different language because you could read the prior book. You can't read this one.
I can read. Oh, it's magical, probably, right? Because
Yeah,
I can
it
read
is definitely
non-magical
yeah,
text.
it's definitely
with
magical.
80. Okay. Hey, Radnar,
Yeah.
my book is different.
Like, what do you mean? How is it
Like, I
different?
can't read it, and I'm pretty sure it's magic, and I just hand it over to you.
What does it look like to me?
uh, it is some kind of magic. What languages do you speak?
I speak. Let's see here. I did write this all down. And I know where it is on the sheet. Okay, I speak, of course, common, whatever it is. I speak from where I'm from. I speak Draconic, French, Elvish, and Infernal.
Ah, it is in Infernal. It is magical script in Infernal. And essentially, it is telling about the life and accomplishments of a specific demon.
Ah, and I was like, yeah, this is about a demon. Can I read on and see if it is there any? I mean, does it tell how to summon it or dismiss it or anything like that?
Whereabouts are you reading through the book? It's a fairly hefty tome. It actually is increased in size as well.
I'll look in the back.
So you happen upon a page that says, I can't believe the cat resisted me. I'm stuck as a passenger in a cat. Yeah, so you backtrack a little bit, and so this demon had inhabited a book. It got into the hands of the Inquisition, who figured out what it was. That there was an entity in the tome that was whispering evils from the pit to those that would read upon it. So they decided to destroy it. It was shattered on the anvil, which allowed the pages to be burned. It was the clasps, though, that were holding the demon's spirit, if you will, to the physical book. So once it was released, it jumped into the first thing it could find, which was the cat. Cat made it save versus spell, however, at least mostly. So the demon was protected by the life essence of the cat, which it was quickly eating its way through. So, like the book describes, that it's going around. It needs to harvest energy every once in a while, so it kills a villager, consumes its soul to keep the cat alive, so that it can stay there. But its existence in this town has caused an anomaly here. You get the idea, though, that now that it's back in the book because it couldn't find another physical body to inhabit or partially inhabit, like the cat, that anomaly may sort itself out.
It's in the book.
So we should destroy the book then.
Oh, no, that's what they did last time, and it didn't work.
You hear dark whisperings into your ears. Yes, destroy the book.
No, it's in the book. Leave it in the book.
And this is why they say too much knowledge is bad for you.
Is there like a book lock in this blacksmith's that I can lock the book shut
Book
with?
lock.
No.
We could bury it really deep, but then someone could dig it up again.
We can give it to that one priest dude and say it's the book.
The
he's
book
looking
does
for.
actually resemble the book you were told to find.
Yeah, we could bring it to him.
What
Should we
would
tell them
happen?
what it is, or should we just be like, hey, we found this other book, you might check it out?
What would happen if I blessed the book? Which I can't do at the moment. What would happen if I blessed the book? Consecrate the book.
You don't know.
try.
I don't think you have ever tried to bless a possessed artifact before.
We could try it. I mean,
As I said, the clerics can actually do a lot to demons and devils. By default.
Yeah, so what do you guys want to do?
can you turn the book? And I hand you the book.
No, if it was undead.
Oh,
Demons aren't undead.
I didn't know that. They're all the same to me. Maybe I should like take some lessons at a mage college sometime.
You'd think they would be turned by my holy power, but apparently,
Yeah.
yeah.
Most of them
Uh,
Because
are
I
typically.
have tried turning demons before.
Yeah. Yeah,
And it just doesn't
most of them are typically on the same level as your goddess, which is one of the problems.
Yeah, but I have tried turning demons into devil before. It's just,
Yep.
it does nothing.
mm,
So yeah, I can speak from experience about this.
well, I guess we just take a rest and maybe tomorrow we'll try consecrating it.
Or
Is
something.
that the right word?
All right.
Depends what you're doing.
Well,
with
come
them.
morning, the breaking of the sun's light actually it breaks the stasis on the town, and time returns to normal. Fig Jam, you spent the night wandering around looking for the thing, warning people of.
No, I didn't.
All right, so
No, I
what are you
didn't.
doing?
When it became clear nobody was listening
Yes.
to me, I mean, I know there's now a free bed because somebody just disappeared. So,
Where did Clem live?
I need to investigate it thoroughly.
All right.
He might have evil foods.
Okay, so you guys wake up to a bustling town. The blacksmith actually had left town that night, went home, got his stuff, and was out. He's probably dead in the forest somewhere because he was blind drunk with his 6 silver coins. To start off his new life as a turnip farmer. So yeah, nobody comes to wake you up at the blacksmith. So by the time you do wake up, you guys open the door to a bustling little small community. Fig Jam, same thing. Although you probably sleep in a little, well, about the same because you were up most of the night as well. Clem was also not married, so nobody comes in to bother you. But as you wake up, there's sunlight. Town is moving as normal around you.
I'm expecting this though, so
Yeah.
it's not for me. All right, well, I
You
don't know
have
what
that
else to
horn
do.
of demon banishment from the castle.
I guess I'll go to the blacksmith's and see if anything has changed.
Yeah, so the rest of your party is
Oh.
there.
Oh my
do we have
god!
do we have the tankard on the anvil? Is the question.
Do you have the what?
The tankard on the anvil.
That I left there last night. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
because the blacksmith went back home after that, took all of his belongings and the tank. Yeah.
Oh, free tankard.
Oh,
Oh
hey,
my
where have you
God.
been? We've been
Where have
looking
you
all over
been?
for
I've
you.
been here.
Well, we've been here.
No, no, you haven't.
Yeah, we have. We
We've
just
all
like
been
broke
here,
the
just not-
curse.
We've been here, we're not at the same time or something. I don't know. Well,
I
this
don't
is
know.
bloody. It's realities upon reality from this bloody place.
I mean, it's not even our reality. It's several steps removed from our one anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't
So
know.
I don't know why this surprises us anymore.
Well, we never got separated before when we did it, so you know. I mean, yeah. I haven't been able to determine whether we're in the future or the past.
We're in the prison.
Right, but we're not.
Yeah, this is now. This is the prison.
Well,
So that's how it works.
all right. Well, I can't tell where we were based on where we last were. So,
Well,
You
you're
know.
the one
Oh.
that disappeared. You went forward and then just poof.
I went
And
forward,
just-
so I was in the future. All right.
Oh.
Well, I wonder how much
We
time
could-
we lost then.
We got this neat book.
Yeah, I show you.
Do you speak Infernal, Victor?
No.
Pretty
Okay.
sure this is the book that the one guy's looking for.
So we need to make a replica and poison it,
Yes.
so he dies horribly. Right. Okay. Well.
I do have religion as one of my traits, whatever they call as bonuses. Yeah, currently have a book that whispers dark secrets to someone. Surprised you guys don't want to keep it, really. We'll
Have
see
my
who
own
corrupts the other
secrets.
first.
I mean, we can just drop the book off with that guy and get paid handsomely for it, because it's probably going to end up killing people. And that won't be our problem.
After
if
a
we
week in
leave
your
there.
presence, the book is like, nope, can't tell you guys anything. You're far more evil than me.
Really? I didn't know about that. Give me a moment to write this down.
Oh well. Well, I mean, this was the thing that happened. Onwards. Wait,
Yeah.
what happened to the horses? Did we lose the horses?
Nope, they're still here.
They came with you through the magical rift, whatever it is. Well, there we go
Gateway,
then. Okay.
I like the idea of giving that guy the book.
I mean, we came to this town. Several people died. No, several people. One. A number of people died, and then we left. That sounds like our usual MO anyway. So
Yeah.
I think we're done here.
Well, except the city isn't burning, so 9 out of 10.
Fireball. I have one left. No.
And now you've got
we
a
did that
fat
in the last
cat
place.
too that is also here with you.
Yes. I stocked
Ah!
up on fish and milk.
That cat. That
No,
was
he's fine.
That's a demonic cat that I
He
was
broke
chasing.
the curse. He's not evil. There was a demon in him.
You
He's
broke the
gone
curse.
now.
I broke the curse by chasing him.
I hold out the book. I go, we put the demon in the book.
Okay.
Here.
Did it
you
come
can-
out of the book?
No, it went into the book. It was
Still
in the
there.
cat. We blessed the cat, and it went into the book. I think it
Are you
tore
sure it
someone in
wasn't me
half
chasing
first,
the cat?
though.
I mean, this looks suspicious. Huh. Let's go out and find the cat.
What are
The
you
cat's
saying
right
here?
there.
Patting
Right, the
them.
big fat cat
Yes.
is right there.
Yeah,
Is the
petting
skinny
them.
version of the cat also there?
No, just the big fat cat. Same
Oh,
cat.
I'm looking for the skinny version of the cat.
Looks like the same cat. He's just fat.
Yeah, I know it's the same cat. I'm looking for the other cat.
Yeah.
I want to see what happens when we introduce the two together.
Oh God.
Yeah, it might be.
Reality ends. Game over.
It might be time cop rules where they merge together into a huge flesh pile.
Oh my God.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we should take the cat with us so that that doesn't happen.
I think so too. I always wanted a cat.
All right. Well, let's get on our horses and leave this town. And as we're leaving town, I will shout about how we saved them from being consumed by a flesh cat abomination thing.
Well, the first thing I want to do before we do that is, I assume there's more than just an inn and a blacksmith here. I assume is there like a general
fishmongers.
store?
There's a fishmonger. Yes, there is kind of a general store, but it sells mostly things for the people that live here. Nets for the fishermen. Tools
Yeah,
for
I
the
just
farmers.
want to get like a satchel and a blanket or something, so I can
certainly.
wrap the book,
Yeah.
the book up and put it in the satchel and probably down the satchel up, so it's not doing anything particularly evil at the moment.
Okay, so
I'll
who's
let you do
carrying
that.
the book?
Galen.
I'll volunteer to
Horses.
carry it.
Okay, all right.
I'll take it.
I'll get some. I'll trade the 3 rings that we found before for some like fish and milk,
Provisions? Yeah, sure. Yeah. You-
and then
Pack
the
up.
nice riding boots. Can somebody look at that and tell me if they're magical or not?
I think somebody did already. They're not magical.
Yeah,
They're just very
they
nice.
weren't.
Yeah,
All right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna sell that for extra positions too. Provisions.
sure. Yeah.
Just trade it all out.
One thing you could also do is ask, like, who is the king and stuff, because that might tell you what time zone we're in. Not that it's not its idea who was in charge of anything at any point anyway.
Well, no, I mean,
Oh, actually, no. I know what we no. I know what we could ask if I wasn't mitigating it a bit too much, so I won't say anything.
oh wait, no, okay, no. I know we're in the past and not that far back in the past. Because I've seen that cat, and it was thin. Now it is fat.
So you didn't go to the future.
I went to the past.
Ooh.
There we go.
And now you went back to
So-
the future.
No, you came back to the past,
Come on,
which
Scummy,
you're
let's go
calling the
soon.
present. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So we're in the present then. We're agreed. Let's go.
Actually, if you ask around town, you can figure out that the villagers here are about 5 days behind.
5 days?
It was
Oh.
five to 6 days ago when the Inquisition came by and destroyed the anvil, and all this stuff happened. So it's only been 5 or 6
Well,
days.
that's not long enough for us to have been in the past like that. It's really not, because if we're meant to go to biomes and save the town, and then
Yeah,
Yep.
people
we'll
are meant
find
to
out.
leave biomes
We'll-
and get
we'll-
all the way down to
We'll
Zymes.
find out what's going on when
Ah.
that happens.
That does now consider they're 5 or 6 days in the past from what you know that has happened since, but you haven't actually talked to anyone else to find out how far in the past you might be now.
Mm.
Best not to just worry, best not to worry about it. Come on, 2 Vions. We need to get. What are we getting in Vions? Is it the
Well,
sword or the
no,
mirror or something?
Wait, how do we know we're 5 days in the past? This is 5 days.
So from the information that they know of just things that have happened locally, because you're not very far from Perion and
Yeah.
right, so you figure the information that they would have had from people passing through or delivering mail, they're about 5 to 6 days behind where they should be, from what you know.
Is there some way we can use this to our advantage? Can we win the lottery?
Do you remember any lotto numbers?
No.
Is
Is there a race going on? Can we bet on people coming into town who... I don't know. All right. Well,
Come on, it's still 2 whole hexes away to Vions. Let's go.
yeah.
It's going to take a while.
Yeah, it's going to take a while to get there. So you guys provision up and you leave town.
Yep.
So as
Screaming
you
about how
leave
we saved
town, when you got in here last night and you tried to backtrack out, there was kind of a field of some sort that you couldn't approach. It's still there. So as you're
no.
approaching, who kind of typically takes the lead?
Probably me.
Darby.
Darby.
Darby goes first.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Failing Darby.
Darby disappears in front of you.
No.
Has he gone back even further? Is that what happened to me last time? Is that what your guys
I don't know. My turn.
I go after him too.
So do I.
Right. So
Yeah.
Dion, you said it first, so your character goes in afterwards, and so make me a save versus spell.
Oh no.
Again? Are we going to separate the party again?
It's Groundhog Day.
Yay.
Fail.
All right, you're gonna keep it.
Yeah.
Okay. You cannot move forward. You try to, and you and your horse, like you pull the reins on your horse to turn it around, and you're walking back towards the village.
This is the same thing that happened last time.
Yeah. this
Except it's
is
during
really
the day
familiar.
now, which last time you were able to come and go just fine during the day.
Well, no, we didn't know that. I don't think so. We just got here and then we just
Mhm.
muddled around until we couldn't leave.
Oh, we just got a reroll. Yay.
Fireball.
Mhm.
Maybe
Well,
that would destroy the barrier.
screw this. I'm trying this time. I mean, I got through last time. I'll get through again.
Make me a save versus spell.
Yeah. Oh no, I fail as well.
You charge the empty air in front of you, and you pull your horse around, and are heading in the same direction as the sea.
God, it's stronger this time, guys. Nobody has any chance. Don't even attempt it anymore. If I have failed, none of you can succeed.
Huh.
What are you guys doing?
I mean, maybe we just go back to sleep in the place. I mean, the blacksmith isn't in town anymore. He left.
Did he? How did he?
Yeah.
leave?
I don't know. Huh. You know what? I'm gonna go and get some. Let's go and get someone. Hey, everybody! Someone, come with me to the edge of town. Then we try and throw them through.
See if the cat will go through.
If a cat tries to go through, it'll be lost forever. Because you're never gonna get it to come back again.
What are you guys doing?
Can we
Yeah.
go and get? I go and find someone and try to throw them through the barrier. Hey, come with us. You'll get gold if you walk over in that direction.
Okay, if you offer
Okay.
gold, yes,
What,
you
silver,
easily,
whatever.
you
I
easily
just want
get
them to
someone.
walk out the edge of their village. They must
Okay.
do that every day. Go
Yeah.
on, try.
Okay, well, if you wait around long enough, there are farmers that are heading out of town anyway. And so, so you see some of them pass through just fine, and some of them, for the same way that you are repelled, just kind of, from one moment to the next, just pivot on their foot and they're walking back towards town.
Do they realize anything's wrong, or do they go
Oh,
like,
no,
I've forgotten something?
Yeah,
Must
they're
go
like,
back."
I forgot something. I got to go back to town for the thing. What thing was it again? I don't know. So, what are you guys doing? So, obviously,
Get
some
your
people
Bible
can get
somewhere?
through and others can't. Darby got through just fine.
What about if we just keep trying until we get through?
Do you all do this?
Yeah, I'll try again.
Okay. Actually, the one that matters is Galen. Galen, make me a save versus spell.
Okay.
Does Galen matter? Why is Galen important? Damn it!
I have an idea as to why, but I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, you're not human.
When
No.
Galen passes, there's like the sound of like a soap bubble kind of popping. And actually, the sky around you, the air, everything seems to have changed just very suddenly. And with just that footfall over the barrier, Galen, things have shifted, things have changed. It actually seems to be later in the sky. The sun is not exactly where it was just a moment ago when you passed through.
Galen is made entirely of magic.
I never tried to escape the first time.
You also have the book,
Oh.
No,
which
that's
is
true.
what was
That's-
causing the issue, I
That's
think.
that is more likely more honest. That's Oxford one.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
All
Either
right.
way,
Well, I go and get somebody who previously couldn't leave.
Yeah.
Like one of the farmers. And say,
Well, I
try
have the
again.
cat. Wait, I have the cat. Why do we need a villager?
Because the villagers have actually, I've seen the villagers be turned away by this.
Okay.
Everything seems to be normal now. People are able to come and go just fine. But a lot of them are like, wasn't it earlier? As they're looking up into the sky, wondering why it's so much later in the day than it was just a moment ago.
Do you not remember the big battle we had with the giant demonic cat that was here yesterday? Time is working in weird ways. Also, Clem is dead. Remember that?
The people around that you're talking to kind of look you up and down, and they throw a few coppers at you. It's like, just give the mad person some money. Maybe he'll go away.
I don't know. I'm serious.
anywho, so are
How's
we
it
going
going?
to get to Beyond in time?
Is Darby around here?
Yeah, he was just
Okay.
waiting just on the other side to see if you guys would come through.
Good.
All right, there we go. So something happened. You seem to have broken whatever spell was over this small town. You have no idea how much time you have either lost or gained. You have just no clue.
Given up on keeping track.
We'll find out eventually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back on the trail, you have quite a ways to go. It's several days trip, and we'll just say, you go through, you meet a few people along the way, some salesmen, etc. There are a lot of people fleeing. There are a lot of wagons that are just got obviously the people's furniture, just all of their possessions on these wagons leaving town. Merchants are leaving. Some people try and warn you away, noticing that you're heading to Viones.
Don't worry, we're the heroes.
I'm gonna ask why.
The city is doomed! The necromancer is going to have his wrath on the town! Leave! Don't go there!
Necromancer. What necromancer?
Nobody wants to stay and talk. They're just yelling at you, don't go there!
What necromancer?
You think we'll turn up just in time for somebody making a speech?
As you roll into town. as the GM flips to the notes that he inadvertently gave away at the beginning of this session tonight. Yes, in fact.
No, you cleverly did it to make up for the time thing that we were going through anyway, didn't you?
Yes, yes. So you do arrive at Vione's. So there is the town square is crowded. There's an uproar. People seem to be very angry. People are also trying to leave. No one's trying to get in. A lot of people trying to leave. Vione's is the capital city of Averone. It's huge. It's a walled city, but people are fleeing. So as you enter the town, no one at the gate is trying to check anyone coming in. They're doing their best to keep an orderly march of people leaving. But there is some kind of commotion going on in the town square where people are yelling and screaming. And the Archbishop, who have you seen paintings of in various places already, so you kind of know who this man is ascending a ramp to address the people in the crowd. And he's saying, you're picking up just as the speech is kind of starting. It's hard to hear until you get closer to the center of town, and the townsfolk's yelling and screaming is not helping things. But there's some calamity about to befall the town. The evil black magician Nathar, who the citizens drove out of Wayone, has begun his revenge. Apparently this man was accused of the black arts of necromancy, and he has devised a colossal golem-like creature made of the undead flesh from the barrows and the hillsides beyond, and he has vowed to destroy the city today.
Oh, if only we had a cleric who could turn undead and possibly make, bits of leg or whatever it was that this thing was made up out fall apart. Nope. Yep. Well, never mind.
So yeah, he's going on that the only defense the city has are its walls, which reports are that the Colossus is large enough to tear down the walls, and everyone here is on the verge of panic. Out of the crowd, a man dressed in green and brown robes is hurrying up to the stand and is just speaking to the Archbishop. They seem to have a little shouting match, but the Archbishop eventually just nods, and the man takes the stand. He yells out to the crowd. He thinks he knows a way for the Colossus to be defeated. He was once a pupil of Nether's until he found out the man practiced deep necromantic arts, but he remembers a formula that his master had hidden from him once he inadvertently looked at it in a book, how to create a particular powder which will return a body to its natural state of death. He's willing to make up a batch of this powder. His memory is quite good. He's certain he can do it. However, he doesn't believe he has enough time to do it, and he's asking for the crowd, for a group of men, stout warriors that will be able to hold off the creature until the powder can be made. So he sure will stop the creature. At this point, everybody in the crowd just kind of goes silent. Many people are just starting to wander off. Are there no heroes in our crowd? Are there no people of stout will and determination?
I know the answer to this one.
He looks at the old man who is yelling and waving his hands, and he just looks over you. Are there no strong, stout arms and backs?
I have an answer. I have an answer.
Darby will volunteer.
I hold up Darby's arm too. We are the great heroes.
Actually, since you guys are coming in and you're at the back of the crowd, he doesn't actually see you guys. He's like, the Archbishop has allowed, quick talk with the Archbishop, 10,000 gold crowns reward for those that would put up their lives to defend the town.
I start Black Friday elbowing people out of my way. Like, me! I'll do it! I'll do it!
A commotion in the crowd. He's like, one stout arm. Not nearly enough.
I have a team.
Okay.
Only if he's really large, has mouth pattern baldness, bulging eyes, a huge nose, and rather great teeth. But really excellent ads at SBC.
Yeah, people part. The people part around you as you come forward, saying that you will defend this town long enough for. As he introduces himself, as you stand up there, his name is Gaspard. In fact, he was at the time apprenticed to this necromancer, thinking he was simply a wise man, once he was instrumental in outing the dastardly deeds of his master Nether, and from there the city removed his blackness
I
from
uh
there.
I I need one other thing than the 10,000 gold though. I kind of whispered to him.
Well, if it's within our power, the Archbishop is still standing there as well, who nods.
Is it the Viper Line mirror is the last one that we need?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just say
Yeah,
a
Yeah.
that's the
Viper
one.
lined mirror. It's an
Uh,
artifact that I require.
Gaspard kind of looks at you sidelong at that and says, "Such a mirror did exist on my master's wall. I did take many of his items and belongings for safekeeping until the Inquisition could come and make sure that it's cleansed. It's still in my possession." The
I'm
Archbishop
willing-
kind of looks shrewdly and says, "We'll trade the mirror for the 10,000."
I will trade you something better for the mirror. And I have a book that one of your people is offering a hefty sum of money for seemingly nefarious reasons. I will give you this book so you may confront him yourself in your own clergy.
The Archbishop's interested. He says, "What book and what member of my clergy are you speaking of?"
I don't remember his name, but I'd say it because I would remember.
We've
in
got his name written
character.
down on the
Yeah.
paper anyway.
That
Some of
man's
Barton
burned into my
Wells.
memory forever. But I go and I get the book from Galen's
Okay.
possession,
Hey.
and I just carefully unfold it and show it to them.
"Buy Bitcoin!" It screams into your ear as it passes over to the Archbishop. No, make me a charisma roll. The Archbishop can tell that the thing is
You'll never make
not...
it though.
I'm
Ooh.
re-rolling it.
Okay, you gotta take a
He's
reroll.
not the pretty one.
All right.
I
Yeah.
am the pretty one.
The Archbishop
Yeah.
is not
Oh, well,
swayed
that
by
roll.
your prettiness.
I'm re-rolling it again.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
my gosh.
There.
Oh,
Big
wow,
ol'
so you burned
rerolls.
2 rerolls. Okay, yeah, burning your way through. That's fine. That's fine. Don't save
Yeah.
it for the big encounter. That's
Nope.
perfectly fine.
We're
So
gonna
Ah.
die like men.
he takes the book from your hand. You can sense the evil that's contained with it. And you've told him who amongst his flock was asking for it. He says, yes.
Very insistently.
Yeah.
Very well.
Oh my god! I don't suppose you're
Very-
gonna hire a disgruntled assassin who also happens to be, a family member who was doing stuff bad. No, because that plot won't work. Unfortunately, we know this in advance.
Oh
you're
yeah,
right.
and then
So,
you don't worry about hooking up the family there either. That belongs to this matter. That's not going to go well.
right. So, yeah, he will accept the book in return for the mirror.
Yeah, so we still get 10,000 gold.
Yes, he will still pay you the 10,000 gold.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. So everything is pretty much cleared out. There are still a few merchants that are packing up on their way to go, including a certain wine merchant that is looking all you guys over and rushes up to the stage. It says, "Oh, thank you so much. If you're just able to keep the thing at bay so that we can get away with our lives intact here. Some of my best vintage." He gives you some wine bottles.
Yes. Is there?
We will take this on one condition: if you ever meet us in Vimes, you must make a big commotion about how you know us and how we are the heroes.
Yes. You must
Mm.
sing
Oh,
of our
dig it.
praises.
Okay, I just got it. Yeah. Nice.
Is there like a town guard that we can collaborate with here? Or did they
There are
also
some town
jump
guards
ship?
about, yes.
I request offerings of like League of Archers to help us with our task.
Unfortunately, many of the guards lacked your integrity and still a strong heart, and I'm afraid they've already fled Viones.
Can I at least have some extra arrows? I'm running a little low, and 13 of them might not be good versus a giant.
Yes, their armory is full. You can take what you wish. He does have some men that can help. There are enough left behind that can help, but sadly, the archers for the most part have gone. I mean, he can get
Okay.
like 10 men to help, but they are not going to leave the walls.
Right,
Uh,
right.
Yeah.
Nah, I think it'd be best for like them to do support suppressing fire if they can shoot.
Sure. That was
Uh,
smart. So yes, you get 10 guardsmen
Catapults,
with
ballistas.
longbows. No, they don't have any
Okay,
siege equipment.
okay. Yeah, I just take an extra quiver, so I get 20 more arrows.
Sure.
I was just,
Yep.
yeah.
But yeah, you've got 10 archers, which will turn to 10 pikemen if anything gets in close. Um, Smart. Okay. Anything else you guys want to try and do and prepare? Gaspard wants to get started right away. He
Yeah,
has.
what's the timeline on when we're going to start going to battle? Are we looking like, is it going to be like in 10 minutes or is it going to be like tomorrow?
Well,
next week?
so
Because that's
reports
going to,
are that a towering 100-foot conglomeration of bodies that have been, turned to life is heading this way. Within the hour it'll arrive. Gaspard, yeah, I guess,
Hour.
yeah, Gaspard needs
Okay.
at least an hour to make the powder.
How many clergy do you have with you?
The Archbishop,
Yeah.
just himself, and roll a d6, Dion.
Ki-
Okay,
Six.
He has 6 acolytes.
I look at him and I whisper this so it's not too loud, and I go, "Listen, I'm very aware of how the power of clergymen work. I'm not necessarily from here, but if you can do a sanctuary spell of some sort to protect this area stronger."
So, because you have a pretty good charisma, I'm not going to make you roll for it. But the Archbishop levels with you.
Yeah.
There are certain members of the clergy that have exhibited divine intervention in the past and have been able to call upon the power of their God. However,
Yeah.
none here are capable of doing that.
You're the head honcho, and you haven't had any of those people here with you?
I'm more of a bureaucrat. Usually, the hand of our God only invests those with stouter hearts and stronger limbs.
So you can't like, you
He
can't
gets
do
in
any
really
of.
close and says, "No."
Can you bless water to be holy water?
No. I
Do
mean,
you
I can
have a
say
holy wa-
words over it and I can wave my hands, but
Okay. All right. All right.
I
Well,
have a
just as
thing.
a heads
Oh
up,
no.
the guy who wants this book can do that. But so keep that in
you're
mind.
kidding. Our God has deigned to grant him the powers?
Not holy.
Oh. Oh. He
I
he
have
now
traveled
fully
far and
understands.
I've traveled far and wide, and I've heard lots of incantations, and that was not the good kind.
Right, well, I had something. I
Yeah.
mean, you got any catapults or anything in here?
No siege equipment. Averone
No
has
siege
been
equipment
long
whatsoever?
since settled. There's no dispute
All right.
border
Well,
wars.
can you get like cauldrons of oil,
Yeah,
boiling
certainly.
oil
Sure.
or something? Yeah, because I mean, I suspect. Oh, hey, we also need to not be executed because we can like do magic, so we'd kind of like not to die. So yeah, I expect lots of fireballs to be going off. So if there was oil around outside as well, that would.
Okay.
Far away enough
so,
to where an explosion
unfortunately,
happens.
because it's Fig Jam saying it, make me a charisma check.
Oh no, we got rerolls. We got rerolls.
and we need
Why
people
would-
up in the tower that look like to be archers wearing red and blue. That can be grasped and crushed at some point.
Oh my
Massive
gosh.
failure.
Wow.
Okay, you gotta accept that?
Yeah.
Okay,
good with
well, if you're using infernal powers, I certainly can't look the other way.
It's not infernal, I promise. It just looks bad. I say that. I really swear to you, sir.
It might cause a 90% collateral damage to the population, but it's not
Look,
evil.
The 10% who survive will thank us immensely.
Okay, so because Fig Jam said it and you're kind of trying to smooth it over, you will have to roll. I'm not just going to give it to you, but you have to roll.
Bop, high success.
Okay, so he's like, okay, he kind of does a symbol in front of you. I hereby absolve you of the use of any demonic powers during the protection of Viones up until the time that this creature is destroyed. Past that, if you practice demonic arts within the sight of the hallowed priesthood, I'm afraid we will have to execute you.
I guarantee you, as soon as we get that mirror, you will most likely never see or hear from us again. We will
Really
leave you
bizarre
and your
when we
country in
turn up
peace.
Celia and say, "Hey, we're here a year ahead of time. We just hang here for a year and wait for other cells to get here with us."
Okay, well, yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. So you get a dispensation for the battle that you'll turn a blind eye to any powers that are
So
manifest.
we're just delaying things and killing the big monster. We don't need to take on the necromancer as well.
Well, I mean, that's not part of the deal, as it's
Right.
been laid out
I
in
mean,
front of
that's
you.
why I'm asking him. I mean, if we kill the monster and like the necromancer is there on the field, you're not going to execute us for trying to kill the necromancer.
Well, this is a more immediate peril to the city. Within an hour, this beast is coming. Past that, we will of course send people out to find and execute this necromancer. If you wish to take that upon yourselves as well, I'm sure we can.
No, I mean, if he was riding on the shoulders of the beast coming in, and you don't expect he's going to be here racing the battle?
May very well
No?
be. I mean, he must direct this titan somehow. If he can be destroyed, more the better.
Is there an extra bounty if we take the necromancer out?
Woo, roll a d10.
Alright.
You know,
10
you
gold
say it's going to be
pieces.
an hour, but I think it's going to be
7.
more like a week from now when it actually happens.
7. Okay. He lifts his left hand and he rolls off one of his rings. He says, "I will gift you this ring if you can destroy the necromancer. It has a history about it. It has not an insignificant value. You're a thief, Asi. So you're pretty good at appraising things. Do you have an intelligence bonus?
No.
No. Okay, roll intelligence.
Bop. 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 Nope.
All right, so see, you're pretty sure that that's junk jewelry. However, the very smart person amongst you can see that this ring has incredible value, also likely magical, given you see some glyphs on the ring that you have seen amongst some of the amberite accoutrements. Like you've seen that some of those symbols etched on some of their armor, some of their weaponry.
Of the Amberites.
Of the Amberites, right?
Oh, I'm
What is it?
totally interested.
No, you don't
does it
see
do?
that. Only
Oh, okay.
Fig Jam kind of does.
Okay.
What does it do?
It's a
It's
symbol.
magical.
It's magical. It's never
Yeah.
done anything that I'm aware of. It is a significant artifact from a
Right.
family that was excised from this world.
Yeah. The Ambers. We all know. We see the gospel.
Oh,
Blah, 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 blah.
okay.
Give me the ring for a second, would you?
Okay, and you'll hand the ring over.
I put it on. And I go, on! Amberite, go!
Up, and away.
Yeah, anybody know the Amber's family crest saying thing?
No one ever found
No.
that out. Yeah.
Well, go, magic. Something. No? Oh well. Alright, I tried. There's something.
Okay.
I hand it back.
Well, hey, yeah, back in your hand, you would also know that it's very valuable. Just in the materials and the gems that are on it, of itself, it has a lot of value.
No, if we find the necromancer and it dies, or they die, or whatever.
Then the ring is
Yeah.
yours.
Great. Well, 2 thumbs up.
All right, we'll cut there for the night then. You guys are expecting some 100-foot colossus to come down on this city within the hour. You have a little bit more than that for Gaspard to make a powder that may reduce the colossus back to nothingness.
Or it could be the necromancer in disguise who's going to throw powder on it and make it even bigger.
Could be.
Who knows?
Do not know. Okay, guys. So yeah, there we are. We're at Viones. We're at the last encounter where you will get the mirror, and then from there you can summon the tomb of Stephen Amber and see how that goes for everything. But Dion, what do you got going on this new year?
Not sure to yet. I gotta think of a game to stream. We had just beaten Vandal Hearts 2, finally, like I had planned. And I have on Saturdays coming up, not tomorrow, but the next weekend, on Folsham Arts channel, we're doing the Fallout tabletop. We're gonna be doing Fallout Liberty City. It's going to be based out of Philadelphia around the Liberty Bell. And there might be, a war about Philly cheesesteaks involved. So come check that out.
Interesting. Jameis, what do you got going on?
Nothing that exciting. I just got me blog, which is usual, and I have seen a few movies recently, such as The Matrix, the most recent Matrix movie. And if you love Wes Anderson, go see The French Dispatch, which is a peak Wes Anderson movie.
Okay, nice. Richard, you back to streaming?
Hopefully so. Hopefully I will be streaming today, the 1st of January. And I will be streaming at twitch.tv/LMTDTMFFR. Or say it with me now.
Limited
Limited
time
time
offer.
offer.
No
No
vowels.
Barbershop Quartet, we are not. No.
Better than anything I can do.
Wah, wah, wah,
What do you got
wah.
going on for the Frog Gods there? Bill? Are you muted, Bill?
He's muted.
You're still muted,
There we
Bill.
go.
Here we go.
Sorry about that. Yeah, no, we're getting back into regular organized play. I'll be running my Lost City of Baracus, and then probably some short one-shots for both 5e and S&W, and Swords and Wizardry. And that's about it for now.
Cool. And if you found us, you know where we are, twitch.tv/Steam Steel Murder. We stream on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Also, check out the podcast at BlueMagic, BLUMAGIK.com. There is now 11 years worth of content on there with all kinds of fun games. Yeah, don't shake your head, Richard. It's been that long. It has
Time
been
does not go
that
forward
long.
in a linear manner. We've proven that.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you guys very much for playing. Good night and Happy New Year, folks.
Happy New Year!
Good night, everybody.
Happy New Year.